Hey everyone, just wanted to do a quick video on my 3D printer, which you can see here in the back. And I'll just give a few seconds of silence so that you can hear what it sounds like at idle. So I thought I'd make a quick video of an upgrade that I hope to make to my 3D printer, which is replacing the internal 40mm fan with this aftermarket Noctua fan. As you probably heard in the first clip, it can get a little loud, and that's just at idle. So when you have a job running for several hours, usually the printer's sitting right there behind me, it can get a little annoying and make it difficult to work. So it may not seem like too big of a deal, but it's something that should definitely improve the quality of my life. So I got a few parts. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll give it a shot. So I have the new fan here in front of me, and unfortunately it's not just as simple as unplugging one and plugging in this new one. The first thing to note is that this is a computer fan, so that means it's a 3-pin connection, but luckily they provide an adapter that makes it 3-pin to 2-pin. I've just gone ahead and removed the little plug at the end, exposing the wires. But the other thing to note is that this is a 12-volt fan, and most 3D printers run at 24 volts, meaning I'll have to step the voltage down, which is where this is going to come into play. So I have a little test set up here, and you'll have to forgive the mess, but I have the buck converter hooked up to my power supply, which will be set to 24 volts, and the output of the buck converter is hooked up to the fan. And just to test and make sure this is actually outputting 12 volts, I also have the output hooked up to my multimeter, so we'll be able to see what the actual output voltage is. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. You can see we're getting 12 volts at the output, and sure enough, the fan is spinning. So I think we're ready to go ahead and put this in the printer. So I've just gone ahead and soldered the output of the buck converter to the fan and put a little heat shrink tubing on the connections to make sure they're not touching. Luckily the output of the printer is actually a terminal block, so these ends should just screw right in. So I'm going to go ahead and put it into the printer now. So hopefully you can hear the difference between the original fan and the aftermarket fan. And while it may not seem like much, it does make for a big improvement sitting in such a small room, especially with the printer so close to me. Beyond that though, it means that instead of having to wait to record video with good audio while the printer's off, I can now record video with good audio while the printer's on.